The main feast of our crowned Mother of Palmar, Queen of Carmel and Universal Patroness, is celebrated on July 16th and has a rich history. It commemorates the founding of the Carmelite Order on Mount Carmel by the Holy Prophet Elias. The Solemn Pontifical Mass with His Holiness Pope Peter III took place at 10 o'clock in the morning. It was a majestic and solemn event, full of reverence and devotion. The splendor of the ceremony was reflected in every detail, from the elaborate decoration of the altar to the heavenly singing of the choirs. The faithful gathered in the majestic cathedral, their hearts rejoicing with emotion and faith. The presence of Pope Peter III added an aura of peace and serenity to the atmosphere as he gave his blessing to the assembled crowd. It was a unique moment for everyone present, a sacred experience that will remain engraved in their hearts forever. The Holy Father was carried on the Sedia gestatoria as usual. The Sedia gestatoria is a symbol of the history, tradition and continuity that characterizes the Catholic Church. Through its use for more than 550 years, it has kept the flame of faith and devotion alive, reminding believers around the world of the importance of honoring our roots and preserving our most sacred traditions. On this solemn occasion, the Pope wears the Holy Tiara, a Catholic custom that has its origins in the 8th century. Traditionally, it was obligatory in solemn ceremonies and represented the powers of the Pope. The papal tiara consists of 3 overlapping crowns that represent the Pope's triple authority as Sovereign Pontiff, Supreme Shepherd, and Vicar of Christ on earth. This ceremonial headdress not only symbolizes papal authority, but also reflects the spiritual wealth and history of the Church. The Holy Tiara is much more than just an ornament. It is a treasure trove of spiritual significance, a reminder of Church history, and a living symbol of papal authority. The use in solemn ceremonies remains an expression of the greatness and solemnity of the Catholic faith, connecting the present with the rich heritage of the Church's tradition. Today, everyone wears the beautiful robes of the Carmelites. The color of the Carmelites, which was not previously used in the Church, was included in the liturgy because both the Pope and the order itself are Carmelites. Both the Pope and the members of the order adopt this color in their liturgical vestments to symbolize the piety and spirituality that characterize the Carmelites. The rich history of the Carmelite Order is reflected in every detail of the vestments, from the warm and deep tones to the intricate designs that adorn each piece. High-quality textiles and meticulous craftsmanship bring these sacred vestments to life, which become a symbol of veneration and respect in religious rituals. The beauty and solemnity of the Carmelite robes inspire reverence and devotion in those who see them. Every fold and detail tells a story of faith and piety, recalling the deep spiritual bond that has carried the Carmelite Order through the centuries. After putting on the papal insignia, His Holiness Pope Peter III solemnly canonizes 2 members of the Third Order of the Carmelites of the Holy Face. This historic act of canonization marked a significant moment in the history of the Church and honored the dedication and faith of these 2 members of the Order. The canonization of the members of the Third Order of the Carmelites of the Holy Face was a powerful reminder of the importance of faith and piety in the lives of the faithful. Their example of humility, service and love for God and the Blessed Virgin will be an inspiration for many on their spiritual journey, reminding us that holiness is within reach for those who fervently persevere on the path of prayer and penance.
Nos, Pedro III, sumo pontífice, vicario de Cristo, sucesor de San Pedro, siervo de los siervos de Dios, patriarca del Palmar de Troya, de gloria y necio, heraldo del Señor Dios de los ejércitos, buen pastor de las almas, inflamado en la sede de Elías, defensor de los derechos de Dios y de la Iglesia. Nos, como doctor universal de la Iglesia, con la autoridad de nuestro Señor Jesucristo, la de los santos apóstoles Pedro y Pablo, y la nuestra personal, elevamos hoy al dignidad del honor de los altares. Al venerable
The rite of the Palmarian Holy Mass is very similar to the rite of the first Holy Mass celebrated by our Lord Jesus Christ in the upper room of Jerusalem. With this very short Mass, it became possible to celebrate many more Masses in order to receive the rich graces of heaven. Solemnity and devotion permeated every moment of the ceremony as the faithful united in prayer and devotion. The singing of the choirs echoed in the majestic cathedral and raised souls to the divine. The scent of incense filled the air and created a sacred atmosphere. The faithful who were present at the Mass experienced a deep spirituality and felt part of something so solemn and transcendental. The Palmarian Holy Mass is not only an act of adoration, but also a bridge to the eternal, a moment of union with the divine. The grace and blessing of heaven descended on the believers, renewing their spirits and strengthening their faith in the way of salvation. The Holy Father celebrates 8 Holy Masses and then gives the papal blessing to all by stretching out his hands in a gesture of love and divine protection. The faithful feel blessed and comforted by the closeness of the Holy Father and his message of hope and faith. The presence of the Holy Father is a beacon in the midst of darkness, reminding everyone of the importance of faith and communion with God in daily life. It is a moment of grace and spiritual renewal for all those present who leave the Church with a heart full of peace and the certainty that they have been touched by the hand of God through the Pope.
Padre, et Filius, et Spiritus Sanctus.
information, you can visit our official website at www.palmarianchurch.org.